If everyone can find a place to sit and start quieting down, we're going to start the press conference here shortly.
All right, welcome everybody, and thank you all for joining us today on what is a very special day for our university and Acadiana. If you'd please turn your attention to the projection screens, we'd like to begin our event with a special video presentation.
For over 50 years, Cajun Field has been our home, holding on to our memories, as it will forever. It's been a true focal point of the Cajun culture. It's become like a second home on Saturdays in the fall. Together, we've experienced every emotion. Man, the stories this place could tell.
I think you and your guys just threw the biggest party in Louisiana may ever see tonight. Congratulations.
We've created a history so unforgettable that the tales are told all around the country. While the bricks may change, here the good times will always roll. This will always be our home. Welcome to our future. Welcome to Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Well, as I said, thank you all again for joining us today. I'm joined on stage with 4 community leaders who helped make this project a reality, and University President Dr. Joseph Savoie, Our Lady of Lourdes President Stephanie Manson, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics Dr. Brian Maggard, and Head Football Coach Michael Desimo. You all hear from all 4 of them before we open it up to questions for Dr. Maggard and Coach Desimo. So without further ado, Dr. Savoie.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank you for joining us as we open a new chapter for Louisiana Raging Cajuns football and for its storied home. Now, you probably know that our university turned 125 years old this year. And almost from the start, football has been played on campus. There's a photograph from 1903 that I'm fond of. It shows team members wearing leather helmets, playing football in the area which was now the quadrangle on campus. And around the edges of that picture are horses and buggies belonging to townspeople who came over to watch the game. Now for me, that picture captures more than a moment in time. There in black and white is proof from the beginning that this community has supported our sports programs and our student athletes, has looked to them for entertainment, has held them up as points of pride, has shared our triumphs and sympathized in our disappointments, and has helped create a foundation in which a nationally recognized athletics brand has been built. Community support was there in 1903. Community support was there in 1923 when former student, coach, and U.S. Ambassador Jefferson Caffrey donated $200 to the SLI Athletic Association, which sparked a fundraising drive headed by Mr. Maurice Hyman to build a football stadium. In 1925, in under 3 hours, $37,690 was collected. And in 1926, a new football stadium with a grandstand that seated 1,200 in addition to 1,500 bleacher seats was opened. In 1940, it was named in honor of Clement J. McNaspy. 45 years later, in 1971, with community support, a brand new modern Cajun field began serving as our football team's home and has done so for more than half a century. Now, like many of you, some of my best memories in life, as a student, as an administrator, and as a fan, have been in Cajun Field. And I still remember some of them. And most of those that I do remember are exaggerated. But now community support has brought us to this day, where we are announcing a major upgrade to Cajun Field and its transformation into Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. I'm grateful to our fans, alumni, and donors, our partners at Our Lady of Lourdes, to the consortium of local banks headed by First Horizon that will enable us to begin this project soon after the season's last home game. Now, an anniversary such as the one that we are celebrating is more than looking backwards. Such a celebration provides an opportunity to think about what's to come, about what we can do today to ensure future success and to meet the expectations of tomorrow. Just as community leaders did before us, it is our turn to create the future. Times have changed. Players no longer wear leather helmets and fans don't tailgate from horses and buggies. But today, the game day experience matters. And with this renovation, we want to deliver an unforgettable game day experience. We want to make people have memories in Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium that stay with them for a lifetime. Memories with their friends, with their families, with fellow students and alumni that they'll hold dear forever and that they will want to repeat. We want to give our student athletes and coaching staff a facility that they deserve, that matches their grit, that rewards their hard work, that reflects the pride that they have when they put on a jersey that says Louisiana. Now, I've said it before, but it bears repeating. This structure is more than a stadium. It's a classroom where student athletes learn lessons in determination, teamwork, and leadership that benefit them in competition and throughout their lifetimes. It's hallowed ground that's witnessed unforgettable, the iconic, the unbelievable, the heartbreaking, and even the miraculous. It's a home that welcomes generations where a community comes together, where spirit and pride are celebrated. Cajun Field at Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium is a special place. We know it. For half a century, our fans have known it. And with this renovation, we'll ensure that future Raging Cajuns know it as well. So thank you all for joining us on this exciting day, and go Cajuns.
Dr. Savoy. Next up, we'll have Vice President of Intercollegiate Athletics, Dr. Brian Maggard.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Dr. Savoy. I think I am feeling a horse and buggy theme at one of our upcoming games. It'll make for a nice tailgating experience. But no, like my boss said, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this historic and exciting announcement. Today, on behalf of President Savoy, head football coach Mike Desimo, and our entire university, it is my honor to officially reveal to you the design and renovation plan for Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. This project has been a long time coming, one that has been a vision for so many people, both past and present. As you can see around you, Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium will be a transformational facility, not only for our football program, but for our university and community as well. Now, before I discuss the features of this renovated stadium, I want to take the time to personally and publicly thank so many individuals whose time, talents, and treasures ultimately brought this project to a reality. So please be patient with me. First and foremost, President Savoy. Without his support and prioritization of this project, it would not have happened. Thank you very much. Yes. Vice President for Finance and Administration, Mr. Jerry Luc LeBlanc, the wizard behind the curtain. And he's here. Mr. LeBlanc's ultimate guidance and support was invaluable. Thank you, Jerry. Vice President for Advancement and CEO of the UL Foundation, Mr. John Bloom. His belief in and support of this project from day one directly resulted in us all being here today. UL Foundation CFO Carl Mesh. Carl dedicated himself to the financing of this project from the start. His work and dedication has been integral, and I am personally very appreciative of all that he's done. UL Director of Facility, Scott Hebert. There he is, right there. Scott's expertise, time, and leadership leading up to and during our design process, not to mention the countless hours he will invest in the demolition and construction phases, has been priceless. In addition to this project, Scott's spearheading numerous other capital projects on our campus, and honestly, I don't know where he finds the time to do it. Thank you, Scott, for all you're doing. Assistant Director of Facilities, John Dugas. Scott Hebert's right-hand man on this project. John has and continues to bring a wealth of knowledge to this project as a longtime athletics department staff member. And John, I know you've waited a long time for this day, so thank you. Trey Frazier, Deputy Athletics Director and Executive Director of the RCAF. Since his arrival 1 year ago, Trey has brought tremendous insight and expertise in stadium renovations, premium seating, and fan experience to our project. Additionally, he and his team will spearhead our premium seat and season ticket sales efforts for this new venue. Current UL Lafayette Foundation Board of Trustees Chairman, Mr. Brian Hanks. Yes. Brian's unwavering leadership and support from well beyond day one was instrumental in making our project a reality. Thank you, Brian. And certainly, past Board of Trustees Chair, Tommy Kramer, incoming Chair, Donna Landry, and the entire Foundation Board. Thank you all for believing in and supporting this endeavor. Your visionary leadership is unprecedented, and none of this happens without all of you. Thank you, Board. RCAF Board Chair, Dr. Cindy Cobb, Executive Committee Member, Mr. Ryan Peku, and the entire RCAF Board. Thank you for your unwavering support of our university, our athletics department, and certainly this project. We've been working with some of the best in the business during our design and soon-to-be construction process. Eric Crozier and the entire team at ACSW, and Greg Garlock and Andrew Shelby with the DLR architects, thank you all for this amazing design. Stuart and Popey Beal and the staff of JB Mouton Builders, Your expertise and diligence to this point has been extremely impressive, and we cannot wait to see the finished product under your guidance. On time and within budget, of course. That was from Scott Aber. To say there was lots of work behind the scenes on making this project happen would be an understatement. RCFI President and Chairman, Mr. David Fontenot, and the entire RCFI board, thank you for your time and work put into this project, from stadium design to financial support. And Joe Giglio, Julie Chauvin, Kirley Fontenot, Todd Schwartzendruber, and all the many attorneys who worked tirelessly and efficiently to finalize documents and contracts to get us here today, thank you for your expertise and your professionalism. Lauren Sissong, John Mayu, and Faith Howard with the Sissong Financial Group. Their efforts ultimately got us over the goal line, pun intended. And we thank them for their expertise and leadership throughout this financing process. And without question, a huge thank you to Mr. Jerry Prejean, Acadiana Market President, Mr. Hayes Berthelot, Vice President, Commercial Relationship Manager, and the entire team at First Horizon Bank. Your commitment to this project, from both a financing and philanthropic standpoint, displays a commitment not only to our university, but to all of Acadiana. Thank you, First Horizon Bank. We have so many people to thank who supported this project through their philanthropic giving. Although I don't have time to mention everyone by name, I certainly want to express a heartfelt thank you to all of them. And to our principal investors, Our Lady of Lourdes, LHC Group and the Myers Family Foundation, Macro Companies and the McGilligan family, the Falconberry Group, First Horizon Bank, McLaugh, Home Bank, and Gulf Coast Bank. Thank you all for supporting this project at the highest levels. Thank you. Now, an announcement of this magnitude and this creative does not happen without amazing talent. I personally want to thank the following members of my team for the planning and execution of all of today's activities that you may have seen on social media and beyond. Evan Roberts, Heather Williams, Haley Blitch, Trey Frazier, Sam DeMuzio, Faith Boudreau, Penny Cumbo, Joel Bio, Brandon Domain, David Scheck-Snyder, Tom Burke, Brian Billy, Marcus Marks, and Jalen Lewis. Thank you guys for all your work. And certainly, how about this setup? Thank you to Penny Cumbo, Olivia Vanderhoven, and Addison Wright for coordinating and ensuring a first-class event for this historical moment. Thank you, ladies. And to our catering partner, Sodexo, thank you for providing the food and beverage that we will all soon partake in. The bar will be open soon, I promise. As you can see from the renderings, this renovation project will transform the home of Louisiana football. With a capacity of over 30,000, Lourdes Stadium will offer 34 suites, 40 loge boxes, 524 club seats, and a state-of-the-art indoor club, a facility that will first and foremost serve as a football stadium club on game days, but also be available for private event use the remaining 359 days of the year, a facility that will certainly enhance our entire community. The new structure will span from the 15-yard line to the 15-yard line and boast a new concourse with modernized concession areas, numerous stations for food and beverage vendors, grab-and-go stations, and a new lower west bowl that will include 5 sections of chairback seats along with benchback seats to ensure a first-class experience for all fans attending our games. Specialized concrete demolition, piece by piece, not implosion, that's really important, of the upper deck and lower west bowl is set to begin on December 11th and will take approximately 60 days to complete. The estimated completion date for the renovation project is for the kickoff of the 2025 football season. So as you can see, we are embarking on something very special here. To everyone in this room, those watching via live stream and beyond, thank you for allowing Carrie and I to be a part of this day and this era of Raging Cajuns athletics. It has been and continues to be an absolute honor to serve as a Vice President for Athletics at the University of Louisiana. Thank you so much. So at this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Savoy and Coach Desimo to join me in front of the podium. And if I can get Our Lady of Lourdes President Stephanie Manson to come up, we have some small gifts to present to her to thank her and commemorate today's exciting news. And so we know we're building something new, something modern, but we want to incorporate a little vintage apparel for Stephanie to wear.
This is changing for all these guys, so thank you for everything you've done to make this happen.
Put me in, Coach.
Everybody looking over here. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Again, ready, 1, 2, 3. Make sure all the other cameras get you all stuff. Good. Good. Got it. Thanks, guys.
All right.
The podium is yours, Stephanie.
Thank you. All right, well, thank you so much for the acknowledgement. This has been a long time coming, and as many of you know, I'm fairly new to the market and the community, so there's a lot of excitement. I feel like to receive this honor on behalf of our team is a true honor for me because I stand on the shoulder of all the giants that made this happen. So thank you in particular on behalf of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System, Our Lady of Lourdes, and our board of directors. Many of our board members have joined us today. Thank you. And I'll see a few back there. Thank you for being here, Angela, as well. I want to particularly acknowledge Mr. Brian Hanks, 2021 board chairman, who helped make this gift possible. I appreciate all of our board members for their unending commitment to Lourdes and the community. You heard many of their names here, and so the synergy is quite obvious. Thank you to university leadership, to Dr. Brian Maggart. He arrived in 2017 and set the bar for athletic leadership at UL. Certainly, the team performances on the court and on the field speak for themselves and are a strong reflection of his leadership. What impressed me most when I toured the facilities upon my arrival, though, was the professionalism of the players. Each athlete that we saw during the tour stopped and they would either fist bump or shake hands with Dr. Maggart, and then they would take a moment to greet us, shake our hands, and communicate with us briefly as well. When I watched those interactions, I saw mutual respect. The players exemplify and model your leadership. They are more than athletes participating in a sport. I see the true formation of young adults. It's an exciting day to watch Dr. Maggart bring this vision for Raging Cajun Athletics to fruition. Congratulations. Dr. Savoy, we all hold Dr. Savoy in high regard. This university is a catalyst for so many great things in our community with you at the helm. Thank you, Dr. Savoy, for your leadership and numerous contributions. Our Lady of Lourdes has been a steadfast contributor to the university since 1987. At least that's as far back as our documents go. So, as UL has celebrated 125 years, Our Lady of Lourdes will celebrate 75 years. I'm confident that it goes much further back than 87. We've provided endowments, joint scholarships in nursing, healthcare administration, and other areas of education. We've donated to capital campaigns, sponsored athletic and alumni events. We've also been a leading member of the Raging Cajun Healthcare Alliance for over 15 years, providing funds for athletic trainers, injury management, prevention, and new performance technology. We are proud to be the team behind the team. We appreciate that as our partner, you helped us give voice to initiatives like stroke awareness, cancer prevention, and survivorship. You celebrate our smallest pediatric patients and inspire our healthcare teams when it matters most. This gift is an elevation to all that has transpired between us. It is about what Dr. Savoy calls transformational community engagement in the university's strategic plan. Together, it's our responsibility to collaborate, to foster great partnerships that strengthen the community we serve. Our commitment goes beyond being large regional employers in our respective industries and focuses on the synergies that create a better Acadiana for us all. When you see Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium, see the investment we've made to attract new students, grow business in the region, and give back in honor of the thousands of graduates who have served and continue to serve in our healthcare ministry. We are thankful for the opportunity to lead this project. We stand alongside you today, cheering for our favorite home team as you take another great leap forward. Coach Desmo, we look forward to the day our team takes the field at the new Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium in 2025. Let's lead this state, let's lead Acadiana, and let's go Cajuns.
All right, thank you very much. We'll wrap up the speaking portion with the head football coach, Michael Desimo.
After hearing those three, I might just pass. I might follow that. So, I mean, what a huge day for our university and everyone in our community. You know, this year we started talking about our town, our team, and I don't think anything exemplifies that better than a project like this. It starts with leadership, and I believe that the number one goal, the number one priority of the leader is to establish the vision. And if you don't have a vision as a leader that frankly scares the people around you, then I don't think that you're aiming high enough. And our leadership, I'm sure, has scared many of you with the vision of this thing and the size of this project. For Dr. Maggard and Dr. Savoy to set the vision, Our Lady of Lourdes to jump on board with it, that's one thing. But the second thing that you have to do as a leader is you've got to grab the people around you that can help make it happen. You have to share the vision, and you have to convince them that this vision is something that's attainable and something worth being a part of. And today, something really significant for our university, for our community, is being announced to everyone and made public. You know, it's a little bit emotional for me, to be honest with you, because UL has played such a huge role in my life from the very beginning. To give me an opportunity to come here and do something that I loved in a place that I loved is something that I'll never forget. And to be here today, there are some great memories that have happened in Cajun Field, some great wins, some great moments, but we're celebrating the future, and we're celebrating what it's going to be. When we recruit these young men and their families over here, and Miss Manson talked about some of these young men that she got to meet. When we recruit them, we call this home, and we tell them that they are choosing their home for the rest of their lives. Obviously, the school aspect of it is huge, and the things that we've done on campus are phenomenal, and I tell people that all the time. When you go walk around that campus and you see the improvements that have been made there, it's something that makes you proud. This rivals that on the athletic side of it. And for us, for our kids, we've used this in the last 2 years in recruiting, and we've talked to them about how this is going to be home. This is going to enhance their experience over here, and they're going to get to be a part of a new generation of Ragin' Cajun football. To say that I'm humbled to be a part of it is the biggest understatement that I can make. I am proud to be here. I am proud to be a part of this, and I'm proud to watch our team when we get to go out there for the first time in 2025 and take the field at Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. For us, we know we're going to continue to celebrate the past and honor those achievements that we've had, but I know without a doubt the biggest wins, the biggest moments, and the best is yet to come for the Ragin' Cajun football team. Thank you for everybody who made this happen. It's hard to put into words how much it means to all of us. So to say it's appreciated is an understatement, and the best is coming. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you guys for being here. As Dr. Maggard mentioned, the bar is open. We also have food over on this side as well. We'll now transition to the press conference portion. So for our members of the media, if you have a question, we'll pass around a microphone to you. We will have Dr. Maggard and Coach Desimo. But yeah, everybody's free to go if you want.
sit here and watch.
Yeah. We'll start with Corey in the back.
Des, for you, I know you played here. You talked about how special this place is. Just the thought of being able to create new memories as being attached to this football program, a place that you played and starred for. The prospect of being able to create those new kinds of memories in a brand new looking stadium. How excited is that for yourself, for your coaches, for your players? Why is this day such an emotional but yet exciting day for yourself?
Well, I think when you've been here and you've seen how far our university has come, you know, in all aspects of what we do here, athletically, academically, and everything in between, it's just something that you're extremely proud of, you know. And we talk about, you know, when I played here, it wasn't that long ago, the commitment from our administration to where, you know, we'd practice on Sunday nights and we didn't even have a meal after Sunday night practice, to now the investment that's been made for our student athletes and the things that they have. Playing in Cajun Field's a unique experience in and of itself. When you go down that tunnel, you know, our opponents hate it, and it's something that we love because it's unique to us. You add this renovation and you add a whole new element to what makes this special. And, you know, like I said, I think you always honor the past, and that's what built the foundation for where we are. But anytime you get to be a part of the future, it's a unique experience. And an investment of this size, a project of this magnitude, is something that, you know, we're extremely excited about. And Dr. Maggard came and he spoke with our staff in August before we started camp, and he came and spoke to our team on Sunday before we had our practice. And you can just kind of feel the excitement with everyone involved in it to know that this is home and that we get to be a part of something really special. And we understand the commitment that's going into making this thing happen. So for us, there's a lot of things that make it special.
We'll go to Dave in the back.
Dr. Maggard, since weather is so incredibly predictable in this area, how tight is the construction plans over the next 2 years?
Yeah, I think they're always tight regardless of the weather, but certainly we have tremendous confidence in JB Mouton and all the subs that will be working on this project. So we'll take every good day that we can get and keep our fingers crossed, but we have tremendous leadership in that space. So we'll control what we can control and make it happen.
Dr. Maggard, what is this going to look like for the next 20 months out here? How far down will this demolition actually go?
Yeah, I need to bring Scott or Mr. Bio up here right now. You know what? I don't want to ruin the surprise, Dan, so we're just going to leave it at that. You're going to have to wait and see, but that's right, 60 days. We know this on December 11th, and ironically, you know, I get hit more times than not on social media about, hey, can we, you know, turn this into a fundraising event and watch this demo? And the answer is it's going to be a free show for people, right? So starting on December 11th, if you want to come out in the parking lot and watch this big machine start chomping piece by piece of that upper deck, come out and check it out. But it will be a construction zone. There's no doubt about it. We'll make the necessary adjustments we need to, and for sure we'll be able to play football in that stadium in 24 with it completed in 25.
Coach Daz, you've already kind of alluded to the recruiting aspect of this, but I would think today is like, well, you're really moving forward, can use it in recruiting after today's events.
Well, it's real today. You know, I mean, there are a lot of things in recruiting sometimes that are said that are not real. It's a reality. Today it's real. So for the last 2 years, it makes me look like I was telling the truth, which is good. So yeah, I mean, this is something we're going to use. I mean, we've got the videos. We're going to send these videos out to everybody we're recruiting, and you know, it's something, like I said, for the last 2 years, we've really talked a lot about this, and it's been a point of excitement for all of these families that we've been able to recruit. So yeah, I mean, today is tremendous, you know, for a lot of reasons, and that's certainly one of them.
Oh, Dave in the back.
Is all the improvements on one side of the stadium? What's happening to the other side of the stadium?
So certainly in time, there'll be more discussion and more revelation, if you will, about the east side. But right now, this project is certainly about the west side, and we're going to take that, get that done on time, and then we're going to move forward.
We'll go Dan, second row.
You mentioned 2024. How much are you prepared to talk about what it's going to look like next season and what's going to be available?
So 2024 will be a season of progress, right? The stadium will definitely look a little bit different. And from a ticket standpoint, a seating standpoint, that information will be revealed on buildtheculture.com come January. And so we'll be able to really roll out our seating plan, ticket sales for 24 and things like that at that time.
We'll go to Corey in the back right.
Yeah, Brian, for you, kind of a follow-up to that, just the community's, I guess, willingness to kind of, weather that storm with you guys as you guys are going through this, just kind of what that initial message is to them. I know it's probably like a pardon my progress type deal, but just like that message to them that's like, it's going to be a little hairy for a bit, but just bear with us.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a season of progress, right? And we'll be in a position to accommodate the fan base. It'll be a different perspective for them, for the most part, watching a game, but certainly it will also bode very well for people to be a season ticket holder in 24 if you want a good seat in 25.
Any other questions?
Keep your eye on buildtheculture.com. That is a living website, and it will continue to evolve as we get additional information. We certainly have a plan to have a live camera feed there so you can watch the progress of this stadium, and we look forward to all the exciting work that's to come. But again, I can't thank the design team, the JB Mouton, and certainly campus facilities for all the work leading up to today, and certainly through 2025. It's going to be a spectacular project and one that this community will be extremely proud of. I promise you that.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys for joining us. It's time to celebrate.
Right, the bar is open.